Hello guys, this is Joana Saahirah with another note inspired by dancers from all over the world. This one is about overdoing or movement overdose. First, let me start by telling you this is a trend nowadays in Egyptian dance and in our lives. We are pushed to do the most in the shortest amount of time. Anyone who dares to sit still is labeled as, lazy or lost or disoriented or just a pariah, to society, someone who doesn't have a goal, someone who's not productive doing things. So stillness and receptivity have a very bad reputation in our lives today and in Egyptian dance as well. So the first thing you have to understand about overdoing is the difference between quality and quantity in life as in dance. So some dancers do more with 3 movements than other dancers with 50. It's not so much how much you know, but how much you can do with what you know. All right? In dance as in life, how do you use your resources? How do you use the vocabulary, the technique, the information that you receive from your teachers? Yes? What use do you make of it? How can you integrate those things and make it your own and turn it into self-expression? So having that cleared, let's pinpoint three issues that really affect this problem, this question of overdoing. First of all is lack of knowledge in Egyptian dance. And warning for the haters, I'm not spreading the word of God. I'm spreading my word. I'm spreading my perspective of Egyptian dance according to my experience, my career in Egypt, in Middle East, around the world. So if you feel connected with what I'm teaching you, what I've discovered so far, welcome. If you don't, move on to another person, another video. You are welcome, okay? I'm just sharing my perspective. So Egyptian dance requires pauses, it requires stillness, it requires breathing spaces, which are also the spaces that you will use to connect with the music, connect with yourself, and feel. Okay, so it's very important that you understand what Egyptian dance stands for. It is not an hysterical machine mode of movement catalogs, okay? In the sense that you're not supposed to throw every movement that you know into a dance space and hope it will work fine and people will see that you know a lot of movements. That's just an immature way of dancing, immature way of living. So quality and quantity are different. Understanding the Egyptian language as one that allows you to stop and listen and feel and breathe and use your personal presence, your personal energy, your aura. As flamenco dancers say, el duende, it's very important. Second thing, you have to understand that overdoing comes from insecurity. I've been through it myself, so I know exactly what I'm saying. When we're not secure in ourselves, in our knowledge of the dance, we throw as many movements as possible into a dance piece, trying to prove that we know, trying to prove that we are talented, trying to prove that we're prepared, trying to prove how much vocabulary, how much choreographies we've gathered under our belt. Once more, quantity is not quality, so once you do it out of insecurity, it will come out just insecurity. It's like someone speaking meaninglessly, just throwing out words that mean nothing. So choose the movements that are needed in each moment. You don't have to use everything you know in one dance piece, okay? If you know 1,000 movements, maybe you use 2, 3, 4 in one dance sequence and use other movements in other dance sequences, okay? You don't have to prove yourself. So relax, work on your self-esteem, work on your craft. Don't overdo as an answer to insecurity. It's very common, so watch out for that, okay? Third point, it has to do with what I said in the beginning of this video, which is we live in societies, more in the West than in the East, of course, but the East, may that be Egypt or any other country in this part of the world, they're starting to feel this pressure too. We live in societies that push us to do more and more and more. Action, overdoing, charging ourselves with, the pressure, the rush to run in the mouse wheel and do as much as possible in the shortest amount of time. It's like a plague all of us feel in one way or another, more intensively or less intensively. So watch out for that. the influence and the mainstream mentality that tells you you cannot stop is there. It's something real. It's not in your head only. It's something that you will feel coming from the outside at every point. So learning Egyptian dance is also re-educating yourself so that you choose what kind of values and what rhythm you want for your life and for your dance. Do you want to produce all the time and not experience? Do you want to run all the time without feeling things? Do you want to go through life like a machine that keeps producing and loses its soul on the way, loses its heart on the way, loses its meaning on the way? Is that what you want for you? You know, so be aware of the exterior pressure and what is interesting for you to keep and what is interesting for you to let go of. All right, so as an hyper productive person myself, I love to do stuff, I love to produce, to materialize stuff. I know exactly what I'm speaking about. If you don't create spaces for breathing, spaces for stillness, spaces for even neutralizing your body, neutralizing your brain, you go nuts. You go nuts and you start to walk on dry land. You become infertile, you become burnt out, basically, in dance as in life. Okay, guys, so please reconsider this overdoing things. Okay, you don't have to show me your full catalog of movements. That's not dance. Dance is self-expression. Dance is me choosing the tools that I have, may that be technique, knowledge, experience, my own character, my own creativity, all the resources that I have in order to express myself at the given moment. I don't have to show off everything I know. Okay, that's not dance. That's just the need to show off. That's just the need to be approved of. So let's clear up the horizon. Let's understand what we're going for and choose what makes sense for you. Okay. As for me, I suggest that you do create those spaces for stillness, for breathing, for checking in, to experience the moment, not only to do movements, but to do movements that mean something to you, and enjoying that meaning, enjoying that experience, enjoying the emotions and thoughts and sensations each moment and movement provide. That's the Egyptian dance I know. And that's the Egyptian dance I believe you deserve. Okay, so consider these issues, quality, not quantity. Okay, do what's necessary. Stop every once in a while, breathe and enjoy. Life is short and dance is precious. Okay, and you are precious, so just live it. Don't go with the flow. There is a Portuguese saying that says something like this: only that fish go with the tide. Don't be that fish. It's not fun. Be alive, okay? So be aware of what is of your best interest in dance as in life, okay? I'm sending you a big, big kiss and we'll see each other soon.